Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's fine. Straight up, because I hadn't really practiced that one. It's kind of a bummer, but it's alright. Could have been a lot worse. You cannot get distracted there. You need to just be focusing on not hitting the second button. But I suddenly realized when that course came up that I had never really figured out how to do the one turn at the beginning. Ugh. Okay, it's raining in Brazil again. Do not hit the second qualifier. To where you are, can't distract me. Just kind of live with that. The outside happened that was distracting. Okay. Thrown to the left. We have to count it out. It's good. Stupid. Ugh. Good Monica. Okay. Holy smokes. Grayskull, welcome in. Thanks for the raid, man. Welcome in, everybody, from Grayskull's stream. JFred99, we're doing an all races run of Formula One sensation. Of course, was in the most recent Big 20. Welcome in, everybody. I'm not going to be able to pay too close attention to chat while I'm driving here. That's just dangerous. You don't want to do that. But I'll take a look when I can. Welcome in, man. Hope you had a great night of streaming. I still got to get around to taking a look at Batman Arcade again. I know maybe a month or two ago I saw you took my Batman Arcade world record. I didn't think anybody was ever going to bother to even play that game again. Kind of surprised more people haven't played it. But, just to say, I felt that my time was really lucky. I got really lucky and somehow got a great time. Look forward to getting back to that someday. That was a fun game. Plus, I loved that movie as a kid. Alright, so there's a lot to talk about with Formula One Sensation, so I'll throw all the details out here. As long as I don't, let me make sure I know what I'm doing. Alright, I'm in a good spot here. So we learned a lot about this game in the last month. What JKL figured out was that if you set the steering to the lowest possible setting, it makes it so you can't steer. Like right now, I'm hitting right and left. I can't go right or left. That's kind of bad. But I can make that work because what it allows me to do is when I hit this turn, if I steer against the turn, sort of like drifting, sort of like Mario Kart, then I'll go through the turn and I'll stay in the exact same position. And it so if you do it just right, you can make it through all the stages without actually having to slow down or get pushed off the road. It kind of feels like cheating, but it is what it is. We figured it out. We know it works. So I'm trying to apply it to the whole game. It's the first time I think anyone has ever tried to apply it to the entire game. We've been doing it. When I say the entire game, I mean I'm playing every single race. I'm not, you can actually win this game only playing 7 of the races, and you just sort of quit the other 9 races. But I'm doing an all races run, trying to apply the strategy to the entire game to see how fast it is. I'm the only person who's ever done an all races run in this game. Actually, no, Sasha Gaming has, but they did the PAL version. So far, so good. You can see, like, we've lost no tire. We're running perfect here, pretty much. Alright, made it through Canada. We are on to France. Thanks for the good luck. One of the nice parts about this game. So yeah, I mean, so that's the crazy speed strat that's happening now. So this is kind of weird because, like, the car, like right now, again, I can't move, but when I'm on the turn, as long as I steer against the turn, there's some kind of drift mechanic that's built into this that allows that to work. But if you want to play the game normally, it's pretty cool. There's different cars to choose from. And then you can set your car up in slightly different ways. You can use automatic or manual. I gotta make sure not to do a second qualifier here. Okay. You can choose different tires, so you can use tires that last longer but don't have as good steering. So there's all that kind of fun stuff. But it's nice too because there's 36 different drivers that you can choose to race against. They're all real-world people from the time this game was made. And so if you choose the 11 at the bottom, the game's really quite easy. It's easy to win. It's easy to beat all of them. You don't need to spend a week learning all the tracks. I mean, if you kind of like this kind of game, you're going to pick it up right away. If you want to make it harder, you throw Nigel Mansell in there. You throw Senna in there, and you know, those guys are not easy to beat. They might even be impossible to beat. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. Sometimes, you know how the rubber banding can work in these games. But yeah, if you play, so right now we're actually racing all the like middle ground people, all the B tier. There's an A, B, and C tier. So this way we get out in front. We always get pole position. But also we don't go so fast that we actually lap anybody. If we play the absolute bottom tier, then you end up lapping people. And when we have other cars on the screen, then we get lag. Game runs a little bit slower. Oddly enough, this is a game that actually, you can choose to turn the music off. It'd be crazy to do so, but not just because the music is fantastic, but also because for some reason it seems to make the game run faster. By my calculation, the game runs about 9% slower if you just have the sound effects on, but no music. It's a weird one. Usually you'd think it's the opposite, but for this game, that's the way it works. Cruising right along. So you can see now, like, we've only got 2 laps left. We're not in danger of catching up to anybody. When I first ran this game a couple months ago, before I was in the Big 20, it took a routing had 8 races. You had to do 8 races to finish it as quick as possible. Some folks worked on that. Patak was someone, Aaron2U2 did some work on some routing there, and they found there's actually a bunch of different ways that you can win the game with only 7 races. Again, we're doing all 16 right now. I actually discovered this morning in the free race section there's 2 extra bonus races that don't show up in the Grand Prix. You can race them individually. There's like a Europe track and an America track. I think the America track is Long Beach. I'm not really sure what the Europe track is. These are all based on real world tracks, of course. Because this game was actually, this is an official F-1 sponsored game. Like F-1 put their seal of approval on it. Alright, let's see if I can remember this one. Let's just have some quick back and forths at the beginning. Near the beginning. But this was never released in North America, which is probably why most folks don't know about it. PAL version in Europe, and this is the NTSC version from Japan. Okay. Got all that. Alright, we're good. No qualifier. Okay. Doing a second qualifier is absolute poison here because you got to do it. You can't get out of it. In the unrestricted version, you can just skip it, but in all races, if you accidentally choose it, you have to do it. But you can choose not to do it. That's what you have. Yeah, this has that whole back and forth thing at the end. That's right. I'm going to be on the outside up here. No, I remember. Okay. Okay, I got it. We're good. That's a tricky one. Okay, though. Not losing any tire. Oh, no, it's gonna rain. Alright, this is tricky now. We gotta do this just right. Gotta make sure to pit. See, we have to slow down to be able to turn. This is a pain in the neck, but we're gonna make it work. No way to avoid pits in the full all races run. You're gonna have to pit when it either starts raining or stops raining. Now this is tricky too because we have to slow down. Okay, we're good. Ugh! It's weird. Yeah, so when you're going slow, you have to steer normally, but when you're going top speed, you have to steer the opposite direction. So for those pit maneuvers there, you sort of have to go back to the normal. You have to flip your brain in reverse for a minute. Sort of like playing a mirror level without the level actually being mirror. Okay, alright, so I want to be far left here. So this happens. Yeah, that's so much smoother. Okay. Here we're good. And like that. You gotta get the rain tires on, or it just becomes... In some of the super easy courses, you can kind of like make it through the rain with non-rain tires, but any course like this with a whole bunch of turns right back to back, it's going to be a disaster. It's like trying to drive on ice. Alright, that wasn't too bad. It wasn't perfect, but it was good. Yeah, music reducing lag is very weird. But thank goodness that's what it does in this game, because you'd hate to have to play it without the music just to get a good time. Alright, this one I think we gotta mind this turn here at the beginning. Probably just stay in third gear. No, we cannot do that. Okay, never mind. Yeah, if there's a turn at the very beginning, it's like you gotta turn the normal way, not the weird way. Unless you can get up to speed real quick. Hey! That's fine, we're good on the edge here. Oh, that's kind of a tricky part. Let the car push it back. There we go. Very nice. Alright, we're good. Don't qualify. Okay, cool. It was interesting. Aaron 2U2 had pointed this out, and I've seen the same thing where, like, every race is basically about, if you do it as fast as possible, it's going to be just below a 104 in-game time, for whatever reason. Get like a 103.7 maybe, but every single course is like exactly the same length, at least in-game time-wise, which is not usually how it works in these types of games. It's a nice balance, I guess. It does provide for a lot of routing, has provided us with a lot of routing options that worked. I don't really want to be on the edge here, but we can live with it. Ah! See, for a second my brain went back the other way, and I questioned, why are you turning this way? That doesn't make sense. Alright, we're good. I keep forgetting about that little bit right there. The strategy is interesting because it actually makes some of the lighter turns more difficult. It's sort of easy to just go the opposite way of the arrow when the arrow points up, but when the road's just kind of shimmying to the left or right, it's like almost trickier to deal with those turns when you have to steer the opposite way. Like there, like that. I gotta remember to do that. It's gonna push me off the road, and then I can't easily get back on the road. Oh, see, now we're fine. We're right on the red line. We're still good. The red and white. Even there. Oh no! Yeah, I screwed it up. Now we're in trouble. Oh my gosh. Just hold left. Yeah, that's cool. Lose too much tire, you lose a bit of speed, but we haven't lost that much tire. Oh gosh. That one always comes out of nowhere because it looks like nothing on the map. Oh, that was not good. Yeah, we lost a couple seconds there. That's all right. Didn't expect this to be perfect, but that's a course I rarely ever do. That's not in the unrestricted run. Not do this course much either, but this one's fairly easy. Yeah, some of these maps don't quite... This one's pretty good, but some of them have little spots that look like nothing, and then you get there and there's some giant turn. Like that one kind of is like that right there, that little spot. That's a big turn, and it just looks like a little bump on the map. Alright, that's good. Second qualify. Okay. Making good time here. Making good time, even with this bit of flub up. Some flubs in that last one, but still making good time. World record pace. World record improvement pace. One person leaderboard. But that's okay. Should still be pretty good, but pretty hard to beat. Stay focused. Oh, see? Oh, okay, we just barely saved it. Oh, I got comfortable, and I let my brain go the other way. Okay, it's cool, we saved it. I got too cozy. My brain started going the correct direction again. Very good. Okay. Oh man, I almost did it again. That's fine. All right. Alright, Belgium's a little tricky, but I got a lot of practice with it because it is in the regular run. First turn here, we do need to kind of tap the accelerator a bit. Tap, tap, tappa, tappa. Got a little tappa, tappa. We're good there. Oh boy. Oh yeah, that's right. There's that shimmy. That shimmy is one of the trickiest parts of doing this with this silly strap. Okay, that shimmy too is tricky. We got incredibly lucky there. Busy thinking about the first shimmy, and I forgot about the second shimmy. Chicane, I believe is what they're actually called. Yeah, 1043, I'd like to be a little bit better than that, but it's going to be good enough for pole position. Here is we want to be right about here. When we do that, and we're great. We'll just let the road push us to the right, and now we turn, and fantastic. All right. Right. Again. Go out to this outside line, be on the line, that's good. Fantastic. Left wheel on the left line here is, yeah, that's where we want to be. Oh boy. Go to our line. That's fine right there. Line. And yeah, it's fine. A little close to the edge. It's fine. It'll push us back. Position works. I like it. One more lap. Stop. You don't even have to do anything there. Just let it ride. Oh, I messed that up. That's pretty minor. Yep. Yeah, 20.8. That's like a second slow. Perfect. Slower than perfect, probably, but that's fine. Caught a little grass at the end there that we should not have. But sometimes you gotta touch the grass. Yeah, this one's super easy. Perhaps deceptively easy a little bit. This spot's kind of tricky. Right here. And that's about it. Yep, 1037. That's about as fast as it gets on any course. Do not do a second qualifier. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun with this game. It was only one run. I did this game because... Oh, yeah, you know, I hadn't thought about that in a while. Let's see if this does correctly. So there's a list out there that was originally put together by Aaron2U2, who does NES Prolifics, if you're not aware, of the games that nobody did any new runs of in 2024. So at the end of the year, Aaron made this list. And then Smart Alec sort of put it into a spreadsheet and has added notes to it and been keeping track of it. So we've been trying to go through that list of NES registered, licensed NES games that were not run in 2024. Nobody put up a new run. So that somebody could put up a new run in 2025. We've knocked out quite a few of them. I've done a couple of them. Casino Kid 2, I think, is the most recent one I did. Or I guess this might be the most recent one I did. No, Casino Kid 2 is. But before that, I did this one. Because only Mixmaster PJ had ever run this, or had a run. I think other people had runs who left SRC, perhaps, but it was only one run on SRC. Where am I here? So I like this type of game. So I was happy to put up a run. And then it got in the Big 20, and so, some other people got interested. And basically, Aaron2U2 has held the record a few times in the past few weeks. We've traded it back and forth. Good times. But yeah, that's kind of how it got attention originally, because it was one of the games that nobody ran last year. I think probably Mixmaster PJ was the one who did it for the NES Odyssey. But he probably didn't get a PB, so he didn't post a new time. Could be wrong about that, that's just a guess. Somebody must have played it for the NES Odyssey. Shoot, that spot, you can get into trouble. See, once you screw up, then you're in this zone where you don't know whether to turn, which way to turn. Because if you're going fast enough, you need to turn one direction. All right, whatever. That's cool. We probably lost 10, 15 seconds. Just on flubs, which is fine. It's still going to be way faster than the existing record. Because we're cheating, of course. We're not cheating. We're using knowledge that didn't exist. Newfound ideas, newfangled inventions. Nothing wrong with that. At least not in an unrestricted run. Why was that so bad? I think this one's a little bit longer. Ooh, we barely made pole position. Okay. Oh, it's because at the start I was lollygagging. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, they went hard with these tunes. I mean, somebody was having a good day. Or a good week. I shouldn't say somebody. I should know who it is. I don't know who it is off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure we're going to see in the credits who did the music. There are credits at the end. Yeah, these games usually, in my experience, are rather difficult to beat to like win the championship. They're always fun to play, but usually it's like you have to play against the hardest guys and they're just impossible. This one's kind of nice that you can really choose a variety of difficulty levels. Although, interestingly enough, what we found out is it doesn't matter which guys you choose as far as the standings go at the end. Like, if you do the right races, the right 7 races, you'll always win. It doesn't matter which guys you pick. But it will matter on the actual track as far as whether they're going to catch you or not, whether they're actually fast. Like, their end times change. They get faster the better they are, but they always finish in the same order. So the end results of the Grand Prix are actually very predictable, no matter who you choose. The times aren't, but the places are. They didn't build a heck of a lot of randomness into the Grand Prix sort of results. Which is good for us. We're doing really good with weather so far. Only one weather change. Weather changes always happen after the second lap. So I'm not going to jinx myself here. The weather's not going to change, at least not in this race. Next? Oh, thank God. Okay. Alright, we're getting there. Can we get it under 110? That's kind of was my ultimate goal, my hope. Vaguely sort of looking at what it might end up being. This is the toughest course by a mile. Like at the end there's massive turns with absolutely no indicators. Do not qualify, do not qualify. 3-7 though, that's fantastic. Dude. These little ones are what get you in this. Okay, good. Good, smooth. Chicane. Good, very nice. Oh no, that's okay. We can do it. Yeah, we gotta like totally stop. Get over there. See, I did jinx myself. That's alright though. That was expected. I would have been surprised to only have one weather change. This is kind of tricky though, because now we have to shift down maybe and shift up. Okay. Alright, good recovery out of the pit. I like it. That's one of the trickiest parts about this when you can't steer normally. The final lap. Smooth. Shimmy, shimmy. Very nice. Alright. 552. Oh, because we had to pit. Yeah. Okay. No worries there. Alright, last course down under. Italy. This one's pretty easy. Japan's by far the hardest. This was actually rather tough normally, but with this strat, because it is a lot of turns, but with this strat it's pretty smooth. Otherwise this game has a lot of like, if you don't cheat like this, you have to slow down a lot. Or you will crash. Because you'll spin out, like you can't just, it's not like Rad Racer or Outrun or something where you just careen around turns freely. Like you try to do that, your car will spin out after a certain amount of frames, like basically a second maybe. I don't know if we're going to make it under an hour 10. think if this comes in under 70 minutes, I'm going to be happy with it. If it's really, really close to 70 minutes without being under it, I'm probably going to have to do it again. Then it's going to mean it's definitely possible. I just need to not make any mistakes, which isn't terribly difficult. Oh, jeez. I don't know. My mind wanders in this game because it's just so sort of relaxing and fun. And then I make mistakes. Sometimes you gotta find that balance between fun and serious. Speedrunning and life, I suppose. I'm trying to take this one pretty seriously. We're actually gonna catch up here? Oh gosh, are we seriously about to lap somebody? We're close, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh, I think we're gonna do it. Oh, this is gonna be great. Okay. Yeah, we got time. We got time. Come on, come on, come on. Mash me. Oh, I didn't want to mash totally through that, but it doesn't really matter. We knew. I won all the races. Okay, cool. Yeah, less than 110 was what I was hoping for there. I think that's fine. It's obviously beatable, but it's up to somebody else probably to do that. Yeah, like any of the ones that are 519, it's like that's pretty much it. 520 probably means we probably could have done a little better. 525, we definitely made a mistake or two. That had a pit, so what are you gonna do? Pit take a full 30 seconds? Yeah, so to the music. Sound designer, Tomoyoto Tomita and Un Chuma. Very nice. Good work. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to use that strategy against the top competitors and see what happens, just for fun. We've applied this strategy to both the major categories. It is what it is. Oh, and I want to play with the Europe and America tracks. So if you go into free run, you can choose your course. You can go left. No. It's got all the courses in the order that they're in the Grand Prix, but then if you keep going, there's 2 extra courses over here. So, play with those just for fun. I will be back in a minute. Put on